Hi, I'm Trudi Tapscott, and I think that one of the things that has had a history in walking and runway and fashion shows is the turn. And if you go back in history and you look at shows from different decades, which I highly recommend, and if you go and look at a Halston show or a show from the 70s, even into the 80s, you'll see a lot of movement, there's a lot of turns, the shows look very different than what they've evolved to now. And so sometimes when you're doing a show, like maybe a charity show in somewhere in America, they want to see something a little bit fancy where you make a full circle turn. For shows in major markets now, currently, that's not really happening. The turn is very simple. Everything in the model's movement of her body is very simple. The idea is to keep the focus of the eye on the clothes, not on the model. So not anything that's too distracting. So that's why sometimes when you see shows, they're not smiling, there's no facial expression, there's nothing friendly about them, they're not doing, because all any designer wants you to really look at are the clothes. That's the focus, that's the main thing. So that's why they don't do any fancy turns. It's a very simple, they don't do anything in the middle of the runway unless they're asked to, and they do something very simple at the end, just like that. Sometimes they don't even turn around. Sometimes it's just a U-turn at the end where the whole line of models just makes a U-turn and they all just do that, and that's all that's asked of them. So sometimes it depends upon the staging, it might change, but really currently right now, we don't do any fancy turns. There's really not anything that happens like that in New York or Paris or Milan or London. Any major market with a major designer, it's a very simple walk. You're really showing the clothes, that's the focus.